All right, guys. Ben here, and so I'm going to show you guys a couple of ways that I have been using the new tactics and how to do it. So I'm in my gym. Here's the remote. Not everybody has the same setup where they can remote into the machine. So just to make sure we're all on the same page, there it is. But I want you to see the screen nice and clear as I do stuff on it. So we're going to start tactic. We're going to go through. I'm going to build a new tactic. And the first way I've been doing it is I've been using it as a gym layout. We're doing some tumbling units and stuff. So I started just with the neutral background. I go to next. I jump over and grab the equipment. So I click on all the different type of equipment that we will be using as I go through. So there are ones that you're going to make, and what I'm doing is I'm going to set this up as a station rotation. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to put the mats out where I'm going to use them. So I select the item here, and then I go onto the board and I click where I want the mats to be. And I'm going to be putting these, here and there. And you know what, I need to change them. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click twice to rotate them, 3 times, finding the rotation that I want. And it rotates all the items, not just the one you have. So, where you have them set up and how you have them set up, that's going to help. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I have my kids set up a lot of the stations, and I want them to be able to take care of that and manage it themselves. So next, I'm going to add the springboard, and I'm going to add the mini tramp to the 2 stations that have those. I'm going in. Okay, we got the balancing. So I do have the balance board, my balance station that goes on top of the mat with social distancing. I've given them, so they've got some hula hoops where they've got to kind of stay and work on their spacing. Same thing with cones. Cones marks the side that they start from. And these are things I used to draw on the whiteboard and everything. And now, while this takes a little bit to do, I can now just pull this up and they can see it up on the big screen and don't have to try to figure out exactly what I mean or what it needs to be, what it needs to look like as we're creating or setting up. And it's actually increased the amount of time that I get in activity, and it decreases the amount of time we take for setup. So this is one. So again, if I want to add, this is where somebody starts, and I go through and I can give them the markers of where they're going to start. And so as we get stuff set up and we go through, do that, as well as down here under tools. So you have a couple of different things. So under tools, if you want an arrow to go, to point, you got to click and then point to where you want it to go. And you can keep making your arrows, which helps students to, helps you to set up where they need to rotate through. So then, any questions about where I'm going or whatever, it really helps. Same thing that if I need to move something, so I don't like how a mat is set up, I go down to the tools and I click the move arrows, and you click on what you want, and then you click where you want it moved to. It's not a click and drag, it's a click and where you want to move it to. Okay. Same thing. Once you've put it down to rotate it, you don't really get to rotate it. But if you want to make, that ability, you have to rotate it and then repaste it. So there's the eraser, so you can click on something and decide if you need it to be different. You can then have it set differently, and this helps with your rotations. So then when you go to present it, you're presenting it here under the present. If I want to, show where they're going. So if I want to click on this person, I want to make sure they know where they rotate to. We're going to slide it over. This is also something where you can have the students help, as well as if you want to mark the highlighted guys and everything. So they've got that, them highlighted, saying where it needs to go. In present, when you do stuff in the present mode, it doesn't save it. So you can have, if I go back to items or I go back to design, and then I go to present again, it wipes clear all of it. If you make those changes in design, it will save it and it will hold it there. In present, you can make changes, adjustments, going, you know what, we're not going to use these 2 stations because there's not enough kids, but you don't actually mess up the original design. So then I like this. I'm going to save this. We're going to call this stations. If I have my saved ones, then I can open them up. So then I'm going to create a different one. All right. And so say we're going to do a shooting one. So we're going to use the basketball layout. We're going to grab the hoops, the regular ball, the basketball, the different things you're going to potentially use. I want a smaller ball, so we're going to use a handball. And in my gym, if I have more than 2 nets, I'm going to change it, and I'm going to take that net and I'm going to put it where I have other ones, so then I can help in doing that. Now, the other thing as well is, okay, I'm going to, mark the stations. So I want to make sure that they understand that there are the 2 stations. But we're actually going to do 4 stations. So I'm just using the lines to help them understand where the stations are. Okay, so I'm going to go, okay, so there's one group here. Okay, there's going to be one group here. Next group here. And then the final group there. Now I would say, I would give them the object that they're using. So these guys are all using a regular ball. These ones are using a regular ball. Okay, as I go through, this group is getting a smaller ball. Okay, and then this group is getting the basketball. Now this is the setup, so it lays out the stations. This is how they look. So then when I go to the present mode, I can take it and go, okay, these basketballs need to be going to the hoop. And this is me describing it instead of drawing it on the whiteboard. Okay, and if I pick and I want to highlight the next group, I'm going to click on them. Okay, and same thing, the ball is going to move through them to the shot. So that's a passing one. Okay, so now as I unselect them, so they stop blinking, I do the next one. Okay, and it takes a little time and a little practice. And again, it's better so far for me for doing the layout and just having them be able to see versus having to have everybody huddled over my little whiteboard. So this would be how I would set it up and then display it. And the last group, they got to pass it and then take this shot. So then this is how I have them do it. This is 2 different ways, setting up stations and setting up an activity that uses it. This is the next layout.
So using TACTIK, if there's any other questions or whatnot you guys have, please feel free to reach out. I hope this helps and helps you get started in using TACTIK.